I believe they use Giphy and not Tenor or whatever. Let's see. I guess I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they use Giphy though. So that's what we'll use as well. The thing is we're not gonna be able to get the actual GIF file. We're just gonna have a link to the GIF itself. So that's why we're going to do some stuff, but we'll figure it out. All right. So create post with media equal to create async dunk. And basically what we'll end up having to do, I think we're going to check the GIF inside and see if it's from Giphy, and then do it one way or the other. But again, we'll deal with that later. So we'll create an async dunk, and this will be /post /create -media, and we'll say try, and well, we have to say async, and then our body will be the create post body, and we'll say, well, actually, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Dunk API. Alright. My stream's dying again. That's great. Cool. And then we will try catch. And we'll just catch an error E. And we'll say thunk API.reject with value. Reject with value and E. Alright. So we should have access to the state, right? Or do we need to pass that as well? So we might need to make a new post body, because our post body doesn't have the create post body does not have the images, and I don't think we have access to the initial state, or we don't have access to the state outside of here. So we're going to, I'm just going to say interface create post with media body. It's going to extend create post body, and then we're just going to also throw in here images, and this will be a post image array. So we're just going to go ahead and basically take all the information from the create post body, and we're just going to throw it into this interface and use it this way, because it'll be a little bit easier. Now we have our post images. So we're going to say, like, I need to look into promise all, because I haven't used it in a long time. So let's see, JavaScript promise all. But basically we need to grab all of the data at once. Let's see. Let's see here. JavaScript loop through Axios Quest or something. Yeah, so promises push and then promise.all. We want to do something like this. So let's do that. So we already have our image array. And then what we could do is I don't care about all this. Thanks all for the likes. So what do we want to do here? We already have our images inside the body. So our const images would equal to body dot images, right? And then our then they said like let promises, so let promises equal to an empty array. Then we can say images dot for each, I guess, and for each image we can do this. We can say promises dot push, and we can push the promise, and then the promise will be axios.get, axios.get, and it'll be to image.image URL, and I think that's all we had to do. And then we'll say await. Although, let's see. What do we want to do here, though? Because the thing is, we might need to do dot then on this, because we need to push them to the actual images. So like we also need the const files, or let files, I guess, equal to an empty array, because we need the actual files themselves. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So we might still need to say dot then. We might still need to say like promises that push. Then we might need to say dot then. Later on, whenever this is done, we'll get our response, right? And we'll say files dot push. And I don't know what this res is going to look like. So let's just console.log the res, actually. Console.log res. I have no res.body or res.data. I don't know what it's going to look like. That's the thing. So we'll just let this do its thing. And then we'll promise all. So await promise.all promises. Then we will just await promise dot all, then promises. It doesn't like that. Let me guess. TypeScript. Explicitly type any. Can I just do this? Can I just say it's a promise? No. Promise requires one argument type. What is this? What does axios.get return? It just returns any. So I'm just gonna return any here. I know it's not the best thing to do, but I don't really care right now. I just want to get this kind of tried out. I'm not worried about the types and stuff like that at this moment, so it can stay like that. This should go through, make a request for each of the images inside of our list. If this is a GIF from Giphy, we're not going to do this. We're just going to send the URL over to Twitter. It'll be fine, or the backend. It'll be fine. And what we're going to do from here is, I guess, let's set up the extra reducers real quick. I just want to test this to see what happens. So we'll have a, we'll just throw the fulfilled here real quick, and we'll do the other cases later. So this will be create host with media dot fulfilled, maybe, and this will be state and action, and we'll just say, how do I want to do this? We're just going to return state for now. I just want to see if we can get the images. That's all I'm concerned about right now. Exporting it. So feed post creator. Where's our create post at? So submit post. So let's see here. We almost need but this part's fine. I'm almost gonna make this into more a multi-part if statement. So if our state.post.current post, well, how do I want to do this? How do I want to refactor this? Because we still need all this information for the body. How's it going? How do I want to handle? I guess we can still set it up like that. We'll check for this first. And we'll say if the state.post.current post images dot length is less than 1. And if that's the case, we'll do this. Otherwise, we'll say body and body is equal to body, and we'll add an images on this, and this might break. We'll see. This might break. Images will be the state.post.current post images. Yeah, it's not gonna let me because this is going into this. So we're going to say we're going to do it like this, unfortunately. So if this is the case, we'll let body be like that there. Otherwise, we're going to say copy this. We'll say let body equal to this. And then we're also going to have images. So I'll just put it down here. And then images will be state.post.current post images. And then we'll dispatch a create post with media, and then that'll take in the body. So not the best way to do this, probably a cleaner way to do it, but I just want to get it done. Basically, I just want to test it. So at this point, we have our create post with media thunk, and going to try to grab all of the URLs, and we're just going to console.log the data, and then we'll wait all the promises, and then we'll go from there. That's why I kind of see what the data looks like. So let's hop in here, and this is probably going to explode, and we're going to have to do some fixing. But let's just grab all the images. Let's just go full bore. So grab 4 images. Alright, there's the images. Now this isn't going to post to the back end or anything. Oh, it printed something. Well, that's actually probably a good sign. Not a good sign that this is broken and over top of this. What to deal with that, I guess. But this is a good sign that this didn't immediately break. That's a good sign that it didn't blow up. Okay. So let's push these. Let's await all these promises. Now with the res, Let's say files.push res.data. And let's see what happens. That's console.log. We'll wait this to happen. We'll console.log the files. What is your problem? File says any type. You can't. Okay. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I don't care. Okay, so let's refresh our page, or refresh for us. Let's grab another image. I don't really care how many images this time, and post it. Got our console. We have an array of a PNG. It's working, I think. At least it looks like it's working. So that's a good sign. Obviously, we need to do the actual logic. So now here comes the fun part, is setting up our request. So it seems like we have the files. Now let's see. I'm gonna say React send image in Axios request. Sure. Let's see. So they do file.append, file, and file name. So we are going to install. So can we? The question is, I don't know if this is going to work. And I'm concerned about this. But I guess let's go ahead and install form data. See what happens. Just form. Is it form dash data? It's form dash data. I don't know if this file is going to work. That's what I'm concerned about. But we'll see. One error. What is this error? Do we need to restart, or is it missing a dependency for form error? Form data. Or did it just not like me installing this? See what it says. Hopefully it doesn't log me out of my other screen. Come on. This is why people use Vite, huh? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Cool. So, let's see. Get rid of this. I guess let's just try to set up the request and everything. So according to Postman, whoops. What we want to do is we already have that. We're going to want to go ahead and import our form data. Let's go ahead and import form data from form data. Okay. And what we want to do is inside of here, we have our files, or at least I hope we have our files. We want to say, first we need to append the actual post. So let's see, what do we do here? So we just need to make a post, I guess. So we'll say let post, and honestly, I'm just gonna copy and paste this. Let post do this, and this is gonna be body.replies, because I already put an reply there anyway. And then we're gonna say, I guess at the top we can also say let data equal to a new form data, what it wants. And we're gonna say data dot append. We're going to append the post. And we're gonna say JSON dot stringify, and we're gonna pass in the post. That's what it wants. Now, for the media, we're going to have to say files dot for each, I guess, and then for each file. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. Whoops. For each file, if I could write this correctly. For each file, we will data.append, and we'll append data according to this, and then the file. And we'll see what happens. And then they have like our config. So let config equal to method is a post, URL is http:// localhost 8000 / post / media. Headers is going to be authorization. Oops. And colon, we'll have our bearer. And then we're gonna have $, body.token. Then we want the rest of our headers, which I don't know what other headers are on here, but this is what it says to do. So we're gonna say call get headers. And then according to Postman, we should be able to just say Axios config. So we should say let rec equal to await axios.config for Axios with config inside of it. And then we should be able to console.log our rec. I'm actually going to call this res.data. So theoretically, we should be able to loop through here, append each file. Now, this is the part that scares me. I'm not sure that this part's going to work properly. We might have to set up a whole new way of doing this, where we actually store the files somewhere. Like, I don't want to do it in local storage, but this part is the part that I'm concerned about. I'm going to open up the backend, and we're going to see what type of trouble we can get ourselves into. Let's come back in here. At this point, we know that we are getting the files and everything. So let's try to create a post on my backend. I'm going to delete some of these images on here because I think that I deleted stuff anyway. So images, let's go ahead and delete some of these images. No, I'm not stalling. You're stalling, by the way. I just want to be able to see if an image does pop up, basically. It's going to be easier to see if I don't have a bunch of images cluttering the folder. Okay, cool. Images are deleted. So let's try to create a post with an image. And we'll grab an image. We'll grab my logo. Well, quote unquote logo. And we'll create the post and we'll see what happens. Obviously, we need to reset everything. We haven't actually done everything. This is just going to test our post request, basically. Also, I need to bring this up or something. I don't know how we're going to fix this. this is. But anyway, console and post. There's no errors. No errors in the console. Wait, didn't I console.log the... Oops. Didn't I console.log this though? Yeah, that's not good then. That means nothing happened. Let's refresh this. Did we hit the backend? Backend has no data. So that's not good. So what happened? Didn't console.log anything. This is from adding the image. Okay, so what's going on here? Let's see. So inside of our create post with media, and that's also, let's grab Redux dev tool. Let's see, open in a panel. Let's see if anything happened. So we had create media fulfilled. So it did call create media. So that did happen. And we do have images inside of our current post image. So that occurred. Okay. But it doesn't seem like we actually hit the back end. So let's see. So we have our post. Yeah, for each file, do this. Let's console. You know what? Did we even... I think we missed something. We didn't put the data in there. Data. I just realized we never put the data in there. So config, headers, token, get headers. Okay, well that might also help. We did call this data, right? Yeah. So let's try this again. Maybe if I actually put the data in, it'll help. Let's throw my logo in. Attempt number 2 at creating a post images. Okay, still nothing on the back end. Network. Okay, we're getting some sort of request here. We got a request for the blob. No data. Does have a preview. So we're not... I don't think Axios is getting called. Dang it. Moving this real quick. I don't think Axios is getting called from here. Let res equal to await Axios. This should call this. Console.log, and I'm gonna log the config to make sure everything is set up properly. Let's make sure we're getting all of this called and everything. Back to our console. Let's just add an image. Post. Okay. Is this... Is this calling the wrong one? Let's try this. Maybe it's calling the wrong dispatch function. No, it wasn't calling the wrong dispatch function because I just looked at the dispatch. So what is going on here? Is there an error somewhere that I'm not seeing? Let's see. Is there an error somewhere? No errors. So we're not getting to console.log. Are we never getting done with the promise? Let's try to console.log here. Console.log the files. Maybe we're stuck in a loop somewhere. No. So we have the files. Because that's the array. That part's going fine. So, what is getting... Why is it not? So this part's fine. We console.log... What if we console.log our data here? What's going on? This. Add a file. Form data is empty. Well, it's just a... I guess it's just a... whatever. I don't really know what all this is, but... just form data. Although you'd think that it would have been appended to at that point. Maybe it's not synchronous? That doesn't make any sense. Form data's there. So for some reason, are we getting stuck here? Console.log data here. Let's see. No, we got our form data there. So, for some reason, form data looks like it's empty though. We say data dot. Can we get data out of this? What we say get length? Let's you have to have a callback. What about what comes on data? Is there a way for me to... what does read do? I don't want to do that. I just wanted to see what was inside of it, but I guess that's not possible. So it seems like our data is fine, and our data is there. But whenever we go to, say, axios.config, it doesn't work. We could try the old school way. Actually, config isn't even console logging. Because if we come in here and make a post, it's images or whatever, post, our config doesn't print. After the data.append files. Do we get past that? Try something very silly. Okay, we are getting past that. Console.log after the config. I mean, maybe I spelled something wrong in here. It's not getting past config. Why would that be? Does it have to do with the promises? That wouldn't make any sense. Because we're awaiting the promises and our files are all filled out. So that shouldn't be the issue. What if I got rid of this? This is strange. Are we rejecting? Are we getting rejected for some reason? Like, is there an error? Let's add a rejected. Let's see. Create media.rejected. State action. Maybe there's an error happening. Turn state. Maybe there's an error that we're not seeing here. Let's pop up Redux tools again. So we're gonna lose this, aren't we? Fine, I'll pull back up. Open, post. It's fulfilled. Not saying it's rejected. Ending fulfilled. This is weird. Something about this config. We're not calling it. Let's also do that. Maybe there's something cached. Okay, after config called that time. Was there something cached messing with me? What in the world? So we get rejected? No, still just fulfilled. So this config breaks. This config breaks everything. Curious, what if I get rid of that and I do this? Is there something wrong with my form data? Yeah. So it does not like to get headers. And what headers do I need though? I don't think I need those extra headers anyway, do I? Let's make sure that this still works. Let's make sure we can get the config. There's something going on with the headers or the data.get headers that does not like. What happens if we do this? Just add an image. No. Doesn't print it. Interesting. So this is just broken. So that's cool. We'll go ahead and say let's take a look at our config to make sure this is working, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. I'm concerned about the form data because it looks like it's an empty object and I can't see the information on it. but by all accounts, this is what I've been shown to do. So let's just go ahead and let res equal to await Axios config, and we'll see what happens, and then we'll console.log our Axios our res data. Go ahead and print out our data. So let's go ahead and just try to send one image, and let's see if we get an error. Okay, we did get a bad request. So let's see. Required request part media is not present. Okay. So I'm guessing this should be media, not data. Let's try again. I spelled that, or I did that wrong. Let's try again. It could have been worse. Still a bad request. Media is not present. I do not think that our form data is working properly. Although it doesn't complain about the post. It just says that media is not present. What if I try this? We should have the files on hand, but you never know. Data append. Media files 0. What if we don't do for each on the files? Let's try this. This is the thing that sucks. I can't see. Let's try this. Make sure there's an image. There should always be at least one image. Media is not present. So this is not working. That's great. Don't need to do file stream or anything like that. And our post is present. What does this look like? Let's go into our Java real quick. Controllers. Post controller. Multipart. System out println. We'll println the yes. Also print the post as well. Whoops. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm just printing something on the Java side. Guessing it has something to do with this data, this form data. But it seems like the post is working. Unless the file we're getting back is not multi-part correctly. But it just says, whenever we take a look at Postman, it just says to say data.append. I don't think I should need to do fs.create read stream. Because we're not gonna have access to file system whenever we post this. So let's send the post again. But it won't even let me console.log at all. Huh. Okay, interesting. That's great. form data is definitely not working. So what does this person do? Image, I'm guessing the image comes from, not sure where the image comes from. Maybe I need to add this. Maybe it only has the post. So let's try to add this header. So let's see. Maybe that's part of why we needed the ... headers. Maybe this is something that gets set up for us. But I don't have my hopes up because this is not going well. I knew this would be a challenge. Unsupported media type. Okay, well that's something different at least. Yeah, so character decoding failed. This is what I was worried about. We can't. This file. Can we convert this to a file? We're not gonna be able to do like a read stream, like it's saying to do inside this Axios, right? I'm gonna have to do something. Let me do something real quick. Const image files set image files equal to state. TypeScript isn't going to like this. But I don't care. Let's see here. When we handle get images, we'll say how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I guess if we make it through here, they set image files, and we'll say ... images files. I typoed this. Files. The image files. And we're gonna say target.files. Let me guess. Why is that never? Never, right? Does that make you happy? Okay, it does. And if we console.log actually, I just want to try this. So now we're going to take these image files and we're going to change this post slice. So again, TypeScript is not going to be happy with this here. But in our post slice, we're going to change the images. So images is going to be any. And I'm aware this is not great right now, but I don't care. We don't need to do this with the any. And we'll just take our images. And we're going to say send images 0 and see what happens. This should be the actual file. straight from React. And I don't know if this is going to even work. So before we do any of this, I'm going to console.log. I'm going to clear this up. So I was concerned that we were going to do something similar to this. Because of the way that we had the images stored. So I knew this was kind of coming. Let's see. You'll get rid of this. Get rid of... I don't care about that. We're going to console.log our images. See if we have any images in here. You might not need this or this. Is this still rendering? Okay, at least it's still rendering. We'll grab this. And if we post just an image, although, wait a minute. Not what I was expecting. Didn't change the feed post creator, did I? So whenever we submit post, this is going to be such a pain in the ass to fix. This is going to be image files. This is going to be horrible to fix, and I'm aware of that, and I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, let's try again. If I do this, just a file list with files in it. So what if I actually send the file straight up? So that's what I was expecting. So the question is, what if I have multiple files? Will this work? I'm going to have to refactor literally all of this, which I'm not looking forward to. Let's try to add multiple files to make sure that works at least. So if I add a file, open, what if I add another file? So let's say I add this file. Okay, it still works. If I send, does it have two files? Thank the Lord. Although it has two file lists now. Ah, shoot. So we need to... I don't want two file lists. I want two individual files. So... let's see. I appreciate you. Thank you, Andre. So instead of doing this... we need to, I guess, make a copy of our state. So maybe I'll say let copy, or let image files copy equal to... I'm gonna see if I can get away with doing this without doing a deep copy. Whatever, I'll just do a deep copy. JSON.parse. I don't want any trouble. JSON.stringify and image files. And we're going to set this to the copy. So image files copy at the end. And we'll say image files copy dot push, and we'll push our e.target.files. Yo, thank you for that. I don't know if it actually popped up on screen or not, but I appreciate you for the like or comment or subscribe. I'm guessing it's a subscribe, so I appreciate you. I missed it because I don't have a dedicated screen for OBS, but thank you for whoever did that. So I'm looking for a job as a developer, so this is just kind of to keep me sharp and everything. I had a job, unfortunately got laid off, doing dev work and stuff, so. Okay. And if we add another one, make sure this is still working. Okay, no issue. Hit post. It has an empty file. Then it has a file. I don't know which file this is. Not quite what I was wanting. See. What is going on here? Fine. What if I just use this as well? I'm not setting this in the for loop, am I? No, I'm not. Let's console.log the copy. Image files copy. Going on with this guy. So if we hit this, we have a file as we expect. Hit this again, what happens? It overrides the first file. We do it. What if we add another one? Is it just one like not one behind, but we have two images and an empty. Oh wait, now there's 3 images. That's strange. Now, obviously, if we delete one, we have to deal with that. This is gonna require a full refactor of everything I've done, which is not great. Let's see. How do I want to deal with this? I really wanted to record a few more episodes this weekend. The other option would be make a file array. So maybe let file array equal to an empty array. Say file array dot push image. We can set this to ... image files, comma, file array. File array doesn't exist out there, so we'll copy this. Instead of pushing the image, you want to push the file. And we don't need the copy. We don't need this copy now. And what else can we do? We don't need this. We're pushing this file. Let's go ahead and submit it and see what it looks like, I guess. So if we refresh, we hit this, grab this. Ooh, that's not good. I deleted something I did not want to delete. What did I delete? Log. Did I break? Oh, I didn't want to delete the image. Fine. Okay. So we still need that. We need the file array dot push. And we'll push the file, and we'll set image files dot 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 image files comma dot 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 file array. We can't spread the file array. Oh wait, never mind. File array just doesn't exist. Yeah, so we'll just add both of those arrays into the single array. And we'll dispatch that, that's fine. And whenever we submit post, we send in the file array. Good morning, Viking, how's it going? So let's see what this does now. Thought that I fixed that. There we go. Let's grab 2 images. If we hit post, okay, that's promising. We got 2 posts. We got 2 files there. Okay, so that's a good start. Now on our post slice, let's go ahead and try to append a single file. So data.append images. And let's console.ret. Let's go ahead and console.log the config. We're going to go ahead and not do our Axios yet. So we're going to console.log our config and make sure it looks all good. Add an image. We'll post it. Fixed. Okay. So let's go ahead and make the request, I guess, and let's see what type of trouble we get ourselves in here. Res.data. Let's see if this fixes it. I should have probably started from this point before instead of the point that I did start myself on. And we have application. That's not good. Application xwww form URL encoded not supported. So that's not good. We might have to do some other work on this. Let's add our image. Make sure I'm appending it. I am. Yeah, I'm just appending the first image. That's fine. We can do the other images later if we can get this one to work. And 415. But it's a different error. We got XURL encoded this time and not the jumbled mess. So that's progress. Let's go ahead and get rid of this form data. And let's see what happens if we do this. Because in Postman, it doesn't have... It just has... it doesn't have a content... Well, I guess it does have content type. Multi-part / form data. So it does technically have a content type. What if we do it like this? Content - type colon says multi-part / form data. Although I think this is what I had before and it just broke, so I might have to figure out something different to do for this. Wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. But is there an image? And there's an image on the server? There's a gnat in here, I'm sorry. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright, we can post an image as the inside of a post. So, the bad news is that I get to refactor all of this code. The good news is that everything's working at least. So, now I gotta think about what I want to do. So at this point I've done, let's see. At this point, I have basically just put an image on the screen. Although I think I have already written the massive function, which is unfortunate. How do I want to do this? Well, I guess what I'll do is I'll just refactor as its own episode, I suppose. That'll be probably what I do, because it's going to be very difficult to refactor all this. So I think I'm going to call it there, though. It's past my streaming time. So thank you all for stopping by. I know that it started off a little bit rocky with the connection, so hopefully that first 30 minutes or so is watchable. And then fingers crossed, I see you all on Tuesday. Hopefully the internet's not horrible. And yeah, I'll see you all later. And I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Have a great day, everyone.